Welcome, learners. Today we are going to explore the world of prepositions. These are very small words, but they carry big superpowers. Prepositions help us connect ideas, describe locations, explain time, and show direction. Without them, our sentences would feel broken and confusing. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to use prepositions with confidence, and you'll notice them everywhere, in books, in conversations, and even in your favorite movies or songs. So, let's begin our journey with these tiny but mighty words. What's a preposition? A preposition is a connecting word. It usually comes before a noun or a pronoun and tells us how it relates to another part of the sentence. Think of it as a bridge that links ideas together. For example, the keys are on the table. The children are in the playground. She is waiting at the bus stop. In each sentence, the preposition is telling us something very important: location. Some prepositions are short, like in, on, at, by, to, with. Others are phrases, like in front of, next to, behind, or along with. So, whenever you need to show a relationship between two things in a sentence, a preposition is your helper. Rules for prepositions. Now, there are a few important rules that make prepositions easier to understand. Rule 1. Prepositions need a buddy. A preposition is never alone. For example, you cannot just say in. You need to say in the box or in the house. Without a buddy, the preposition doesn't make sense. Rule 2. Use the correct pronoun. After a preposition, we always use the object form of pronouns. So we say with her, to him, by them. We do not say with she or to he. Rule 3. Sometimes prepositions move to the end. Usually, they come before their noun, but in questions or informal speech, they can come at the end. For example, what are you looking at? Or, who are you talking to? Rule 4. The tricky word to. This word can be a preposition like go to school, but it can also join a verb like to read, to play, to jump. So, you must pay attention to the sentence to know which role it is playing. These rules will guide you whenever you're unsure. Prepositions of time. Let's focus on prepositions that describe time. They help us answer the question when. Use in for longer periods, months, years, or parts of the day. Example, in July, in 2025, in the morning. Use at for exact times and special short moments. Example, at 6 o'clock, at midnight, at lunch. Use on for specific days and dates. Example, on Monday, on July 4th, on my birthday. We also use other words like since when something started, for how long something continues, and until when it ends. Time prepositions are like clocks in our language. They keep events organized. Examples of time prepositions. Let's practice. We have breakfast in the morning. My school trip is in September. The bell rings at 8 o'clock. We eat snacks at recess. My party is on Saturday. Christmas is on December 25th. These little words make all the difference. Without them, we wouldn't know exactly when things happen. Now imagine if I only said, my party is Saturday. It feels incomplete. But when I say, my party is on Saturday, the meaning is clear and correct. That's the power of prepositions. Prepositions of place. Prepositions also tell us where something is. Use in when something is inside a space, in the room, in the box, in the swimming pool. Prepositions of direction. Prepositions also show movement, how something moves from one place to another. To shows the destination. Example, she walked to the park. Towards means moving in the direction of something but not necessarily reaching it. Example, the boy is running towards the playground. Into shows movement inside. Example, the frog jumped into the pond. Onto shows movement on top of a surface. Example, the cat climbed onto the roof. These words give life to our sentences because they show action and movement. Practicing movement. Now, let's test our understanding with a little imagination. Close your eyes and imagine. You are walking to the door. Then, you start moving towards the garden. You jump into the pool. Finally, you climb onto the diving board. Did you notice how each word gave a slightly different picture? That is why choosing the correct preposition is so important. Why prepositions matter. Prepositions may look tiny, but they are essential in English. They make our communication clear and precise. Just one small change can create a big difference in meaning. For example, I am waiting at the station versus I am waiting in the station. One means you are outside at the spot, the other means you are inside. Prepositions also make us sound natural and fluent. Without them, our sentences feel broken. So, by mastering prepositions, you can improve both your speaking and writing skills. Practice and conclusion. Now it's your turn to practice. Look around you and describe things using prepositions. The book is on the table. The shoes are under the chair. I am sitting between my friends. The school bus stops at the gate. Whenever you read a story or listen to someone speak, try to spot the prepositions. They are everywhere. The more you practice, the more natural it will become. Remember, every time you use a preposition correctly, you're sharpening your English superpower. So, keep practicing, be curious, and soon you'll be a preposition pro.